back to the yard, Dad. Looks like a storm's brewing. Storm's coming in. Change of plans for today. The backyard is still not ready, unfortunately. The overseeding project that we're working on, it's looking good. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna be working in the front. Subscriber mentioned you need to trim up your edges, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do some edging, and we'll get this side done. We're gonna do these. And of course, if I see any weeds, we'll be pulling those. I'm just gonna edge everything up and get it looking as best I can. You're right. I have not edged in a while. I've been getting lazy. After I get done with that, we're gonna fix this dry spot right here. Just a super easy dry spot fix. And next season, we'll be adding a sprinkler right here, or we'll be doing something with this sprinkler head or this sprinkler head down here. But for now, we'll just go ahead and fix this. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna put turf type tall fescue and a little bit of Kentucky bluegrass right there. We'll go over that in just a minute. But yeah, and then we'll just poke some holes, get the seed down in there, and I'll cover with a little tiny bit of soil on top. And then after we get done with that, as long as it's not pouring rain or anything, I'm gonna get straight into adding some iron. And I think the iron that I have, it's also got a little bit of nitrogen. I think it's 12. I think it's 6% iron and 12% nitrogen in that one. And it's got some micronutrients as well. I was wrong. It's a 1500. 15% nitrogen with 6% iron. So yeah, 1500. This is this BioPro. And it improves color, rapid responsive foliar uptake, enhanced root uptake from citric acid, and increased turf vigor. One of the cool things about this one is, if I remember correctly, yes, there is seaweed extract in it as well. And everything is derived from urea with that nitrogen, and there's just a little bit of sulfur, 4%. So 15% nitrogen, 4% sulfur, and then of course you've got your iron, 6%. But real good stuff, and it looks as though you apply 3 to 6 ounces of iron plus diluted in 1. It just says 1 of water per 1,000 square feet, 1 to 2 gallons. So good stuff. I use this in the spring and the fall, and then sometimes a little bit before it gets too hot in the summer. One of my favorite ones, and I really like how it's got the micronutrient thing going on. Iron is really, really helpful. I was hoping that we'll get this down before it rains, so hopefully that'd definitely help a lot too. But yeah, let's get to fixing the edges, fix the dry spot with our little miniature overseed thing or whatever. And then, yeah, then we'll get the spray in this. Looking good. Weather's nice and cool. It's in the 70s Fahrenheit. But let's go. Let's get the edging. totally got done with the edging there. I think I got everything. Let's check it out. Well, looking good. Looking good, looking good. And of course we'll blow it later when we get done. But yeah, nice good edge for sure. And then next time when we mow, we'll mow high and again so that we can get an even more defined edge, especially after this starts to grow in. I think it looks a lot better. Thanks for reminding me that I needed to be edging, because sometimes I think about it, sometimes I don't. I do prefer that type of edging versus string trimmer. The grass was like lower than I think I would be okay with using the string trimmer, but I just prefer those edgers. In my opinion, they're the best for me. Either way, if I don't have a edger like that, then I'm just going to be using a string trimmer. And I do have those, I have that disc, the rotary scissors. So maybe next one we'll use those once the edge comes up a little bit more too, where we're fixing this dry spot. And then sidewalk strip over here. This one looks awesome. Man, this sidewalk strip looks so bad at the beginning of the season from all those dogs. And it does not look like that now, not at all. Really happy. Let's go ahead and fix that dry spot. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go grab that seed, and here's some facts about the seed that I'll be using. You know about my seed, what I'm putting down, and then yeah, once we get done fixing that right now, then we'll get to spraying that Iron Plus. Let's go. Let's fix this dry spot. Let's go. We're just gonna add in that seed, and I'm pretty sure that this is the turf type tall fescue. But it could be perennial ryegrass. But either way, it's going to germinate in about the same amount of time. I don't even think I'm going to put the Kentucky blue. Yeah, I don't think we need to. There's actually a lot of grass that was kind of hiding under some of this mulch and stuff. So the next time we cut, take care of that. Make sure that it exposes more of it. And we'll just be careful in this area the next time we cut. But that's pretty much it. Now we're just going to get some soil on top of it. Just like that. So we're going to do a very light amount here. Just a light amount. Because I'm going to get enough to cover everywhere where I put the seed. Just like that. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to come back with this, right? And I'm just going to just do this. Just poke holes with that soil on top like that. Just like that. Right, and I'm going to kind of rake back a little bit with this. And rake back again. Right. Kind of get some of that dead stuff out of there too. And then we're just going to keep doing that. A lot of holes now. All done. Hopefully you could hear me all right. All right, well, just fixed that spot, and it's looking like it's gonna rain here. I kind of felt like a little drizzle, but I'm gonna go ahead and blow real quick so that this stuff doesn't get stuck all over the place. And I'll probably won't blow this section, but I'll blow from here down and then everywhere else. But I'm gonna get this stuff off, then we'll get that iron down. But hopefully that helps. That's how I've always fixed my dry spots, and it works. Like every place I've done this season, especially down here on these sidewalk strips, I did a whole bunch of seed and everything down here early season. I mean, it is nice looking now. So that always works for me. And if you use the perennial ryegrass or the turf type tall fescue, you should get pretty fast germination. If you're trying to fix like a small spot like that, it should germinate quite fast. I'm gonna go ahead and get this blown real quick, and then we'll get the spraying. All right, looking good, looking good. I think I got everything done. Everything's looking great. So check it out. We'll let this soak in overnight, and then it will get watered in the morning. I didn't do that. That's the tree. That's the shadow of the tree. But yeah, I think everything looks great. I think the edges look great now, and they'll come in even better. Everything is nice and soaking. And then check it out over here as well. Looking good, looking nice. And then same thing over here. And I think maybe next week, once this starts to fill in a little bit, hopefully we'll be able to cut short here, because it's looking thick, like it's ready for sure. Thanks for watching the Yard Dad. As always, I hope you learned something, and let me know how your lawns are doing and all that, and if everything's looking green, what you're getting down, if you're fixing dry spots, if you're overseeding, what are you doing in your area? Let me know in the comments below. But see you next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.